What is up, guys? This is Justin, aka FMDigi, and I'm here with impromptu part two of my role mentality video I did the other day. So I had a request from Digi Gamer to try to do this with a kind of a lower mid-table club, and I did it. So check with me. All right, thanks for coming back. Didn't have much of a choice, I guess. I guess you could have clicked off, whatever. Thank you. But had a question come up in the comments of that last video I did from a good friend Digi Gamer saying it would be interesting to try this with a mid-table team. Would it had a greater effect on a team predicted to finish 10th? So what I did is I simulated the Premier League one season out, just stock out of the vanilla out of the box. Bournemouth finished 10th, so I picked them to be my side I was going to go with, and set them up with the exact same tactic as before that I used in the Liverpool experiment. Holiday them to August 5th to give them a little match preparation in there, and went with this. So this is the lineup that they've currently got. This is kind of the best lineup for the team. So let's get in and see where just the default tactic lands us in 1 year. Okay, guys, welcome back. June 1st, 2020. You can see 5th place. Not too bad. Into the competition screen. Yes, we did finish in 5th place. 20 wins, 8 draws, 10 losses, 25 goal difference with 68 points. I don't really care too much about the Friendly Cup, but it was part of the database or part of the team when I came to it. But finished 4th round of the FA Cup and 3rd round of the Carabao Cup. So not too bad. Club Vision. Actually, this is I've already clicked into a new one. So next season. But we did finish with a B. Currently is where they have us. Going into the schedule, you can see, decent success. I mean, little patches of crazy. We spent the whole month of April without being able to score more than 3 goals total and drawing all those matches. But overall, pretty decent season with this tactic. So let's switch it up. And what if everyone was defensive minded? So let's do that. All right, guys, welcome back. As you can see here, I've moved everyone to a defensive-minded thing that I can. Goalie, defensive backs, midfield. Now, the attacking players cannot. There's no defensive things for them. If you notice, this is exact copy from the part 1 tactic that I use. So this is, the exact same tactic, the exact same positions they play, the exact same roles they're going to do, and the mentality. So everything's the same. So let's check in and see how this team does in 1 year. All right, guys, welcome back. Finished 16th. Do good. 6 wins, 17 draws, 15 losses, minus 18 goal difference. Let's get into the competition screen and see, kind of what we can see from there. Not too much good there. Let's actually, finish. We actually went further in the Carabao Cup than we did default, or I'm sorry, FA Cup quarterfinal. Did make a 3rd round again, Carabao Cup. Actually, look at the table a little bit more structured here. So as you can see, only scored 30 goals, gave up 48. So with a very defensive mentality, we do in goals scored. Finished right in the middle of the table with goals scored. Not that impressive. If you remember the Liverpool one, I think we only allowed 10 goals with this tactic. So huge difference. I think we only scored like 38 goals that season, but gave up 10. But this is crazy. Finishing just off relegation spot by 2 points. So yeah. Let me look at my screen to see which one we're going to do next. Where we'll do support. So we'll come back and I'll show you everything on support role mentalities. All right, here we are with the support mentality. So as you see, everyone has support. They can have support, except for the two center backs. They only do defense. So we're going to stick with this lineup here, these mentalities, and let's see where they get on in 1 year. All right, guys, welcome back. You can see right away, finished 8th place, 15 wins, 8 draws, 15 losses, 1 goal difference. Significantly better than the defensive tactic. Whoops, not really the screen I wanted to show. Here and here. Ended up where the black line here. So 15, 8, and 15. Scored 60 goals, gave up 59. Decent finish. 8th place. So considering when I just simmed the thing, they finished in 10th. It's still a little bit better. But yeah, so not as good, but yeah. I'll move it over to attacking now so we can see what that one is. That's the one I'm most excited to see, the difference between attacking and defense. Okay, welcome back. Here we are with the attacking mentality all around. As I've said before, everyone who can do attacking is at attacking, except for the center backs who are stuck at defend. So we'll see where this one nets us 1 year in the future. Okay, 1 year in the future, and Bournemouth finished in 4th place, 22 wins, 5 draws, 11 losses, a goal difference of 18, so considerably different from the defensive mentality, and kind of a little bit better in support. So we're scoring more goals, getting more things done there. Let's look here. So yeah, we scored 79 goals, which looks like it was 3rd in the league, so not too bad. Did give up 61, which 5th in the league as far as that, but not too bad. That's not a bad finish. I do kind of want to show you, let's look here, finish with a B. I have the spreadsheet all figured out with all these numbers as well, just like the last time, so we don't have to go too crazy looking around places. I've kind of done all the heavy lifting there, but I do want to show you, let's say if we do defense in the back line, and then support midfielders and attacking in the attacking players. So let's come back for that. All right, so this isn't a lot different than the default one we had. Defense along the middle, back line, support in the middle, and then attacking all up front. But slight tweaks and whatnot. But let's go ahead and see where this one lands us in 1 year. Hey, welcome back. Finished 9th place. 18 wins, 7 defeats. Draws, 13 losses, 9 goal differential. Definitely mid-table. Nothing too fancy there. Let's get into this. So as you can see, we scored 61 goals, which is not bad. Gave up 52, which both of these look mid-table-ish. We scored a few more goals than most, but we kind of gave away. You're in the middle of the pack there. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like this one's kind of what's expected. But let's do one more where we have defense and then attacking and then support rolls up on the top. Okay, here's the last little test, if you will. Defense back line, attacking in the midfield, and then in the attacking positions, everyone's on support. So let's see where these guys get on 1 year out. Okay, as you can see, they finished in 14th place. 11 wins, 11 draws, 16 losses, 46 goals scored, 64 given away with a minus 18 goal difference. Not really the best. Kind of surprising to see, but now I know the part you've all been excited to see is the spreadsheet version. So now that everything's all done and you've kind of seen how it went on, let's put it in spreadsheet view and kind of show you everything at a glance. Right, excitement time. Everything is in here. So what we've got is, make sure everything's good. The default one, we finished 5th in the league on 68 points. Scored the most goals on that one. Gave up 59. or 25 goal differential. You'll see that Wilson was our top scorer all around. I mean, it makes sense. He's the only striker. But this is his best season at 34 goals. Also his best season in terms of highest rating. FA Cup finish, round. Sometimes I'm good with spelling when I'm going real quick. Made a 4th round and 3rd round Carabao Cup. Finished with a B. And then kind of the Money in the Bank thing, just to kind of show, we did finish with 21 million in the bank, transfer budget, and these numbers here, I'm pointing to them like you can see. These numbers all here, everything is as of June 1st, 2020. Money in the Bank 21 million, transfer budget of 48 million, and payroll budget of 1.416 million. Transfers were pretty much all the same except for that one weird one you see where they brought in or sold wait, transfers in, transfers out. How much they brought in. Oh, okay. Now this is what they bought and this is what they sold. Yeah, net transfer. I was having a little tough time there. So net transfer is 39 million there. Defending season was by far the worst. 16th in league position with only 35 points, only 30 goals scored, but a whopping 48 goals allowed, considering we're playing a super defensive mentality. Way different than the Liverpool example of this. Goal differential of -18. Again, Callum Wilson was our top scorer with 16 goals. He had over half the goals. Mifan had best rating, 6.99. We did have our tie for the best FA Cup with the quarterfinal. 3rd round Carabao Cup, we only did have a C+ in that. Did not have a lot of money in the bank, thus had a lowest payroll or transfer budget and lowest payroll budget of any of these examples. Transfers were about the same. Going over here to support, you'll see we finished in 8th on 53 points, 60 goals scored, 59 given away for a 1 differential. Wilson was 16 goals again. Cook was the best player with 7.25, 4th round, 2nd round in those cups, and a B- performance. Money in the Bank kind of in the mid here with 12, almost 13 million. Did have our highest transfer budget, which I found odd because this one we had 21 in the bank, this one we had 12, but we had 5 million more in transfer budget. Payroll kind of goes along with that, but a little bit lower than this one. So something went on. As far as attacking, it was our best season, finishing 4th on 71 points, 79 goals scored, which oddly enough was, did not beat the default thing there. 61 allowed, so not only we scored 5 less, but we gave away 2 more goals for a 7 net loss in there, and then you can see that 18 goal differential. Wilson scored almost a third of those goals with 25. Frazier with a 7.38 rating, 4th round in both cups with a B rating, so tied for our best season in terms of the board's performance of us. Have some decent money in the bank, decent transfer budget, and highest payroll budget of all these examples here. When we went defense, support, and attacking, we finished in 9th position on 61 points. So that's our 3rd best season. 61 goals scored, 52 given away with a 9 differential. Wilson had his 2nd best season with 30 goals, but he was playing attack, so that kind of makes sense. Frazier at Wilson at 7.29, 4th round, 2nd round. You can see the numbers here and everything. And then having defense, attack, and support roles, we finished in 14th, which is pretty bad. 44 points, only scored 46 goals, which is kind of insane considering if you look at attack and support, we averaged almost 70 goals at each of those seasons. So you wouldn't think, kind of breaking them out would do that much damage to it, but we only scored 46 goals. So allowed, this is our worst season in terms of goals allowed. So we had our tied for the worst in goal differential with a -18. Wilson scored 18 goals. Also was the best player with 7.1 rating, quarterfinals, 2nd round in those, and we got a C+ in the performance. Some stuff went down with money, so we didn't have a lot of money there. But really interesting to see kind of what happened here. So yeah, Dodgy Gamer, this is what happens. Mid-table club, you can see kind of how all this sorts out. But yeah, I mean, I hope this was cool to see. I don't mind doing these little experiments. It only takes about 45 minutes to holiday each one of these kind of simulations. So, you know, not too bad. Yeah, so let's get on with it. All right, guys, that was my impromptu part 2 of the Role Mentalities experiment, showcasing kind of what happens with a 10th place team rather than Liverpool being the top rated team in England. Really interesting to see kind of how things sorted out. I'd like to hear your comments down below to see what you guys think of you know, how that turned out and your kind of thoughts on things and whatnot. But if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe button right over my shoulder right there. Please hit that. Also, a couple videos to go check out over there. Part 1 will be one of those. But if you missed it, but yeah, I mean, this has been a cool little experiment. Really different than Liverpool one. Actually, I felt like that if I hadn't touched any of the mentalities, that's kind of the best one. Even though we finished one position less than in the attacking, overall, it seemed like we played a little bit better. I don't know. It was interesting to see. But thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.